Hello and welcome to another 5-minute review. Today we're taking a look at Bionicle Heroes. This game is a bit of a strange title coming from Traveler's Tales. They're known for their kid-friendly collectathon Lego games, but this has got to be the most violent kids game I have ever played. For one, the game is a third-person shooter, and your goal is to shoot everything in sight until they explode. There's even this one character that launches tactical nuke balls on poor defenseless Bayrock and stuff, and they just explode into tiny pieces, and you walk over what's left of their corpses to pick up their guts to use on the black market. Yep, this is one messed up kids game. Anywho, as it turns out, blowing up everything in sight can be kind of fun. Once you get past the game's wonky controls, that is. The left stick does not strafe when you push left or right. It turns your character, which is weird. Also, shooting is done with the A button, and all aiming is handled by an auto lock-on system. The really weird thing is, your character strafes when you are locked on to an enemy or when you are shooting. If you want to strafe when you aren't shooting, you have to hold the left or right trigger. Yeah, it's a little wonky. Just like other LEGO games, Bionicle Heroes follows the same collectathon formula. Destructible items are just begging to be blown to smithereens so you can collect all the shiny pieces inside. There are also hidden items like silver and gold mask tubes to find in each level. Most will require using a special ability from one of the game's 6 main heroes in order to find them. These abilities aren't unlocked out of the gate, which means you will be missing out on most of the hidden collectibles early in the game. But considering how repetitive the game is, I was not interested in replaying levels to find missed collectibles. There is little in the way of gameplay variety, and the linear levels are hardly worth exploring. With that said, there is some variety when playing through the different worlds. Bionicle Heroes follows the classic game design formula of having a lava world, a water world, an ice world, a desert world, and a jungle world, which all correlate to their specific hero. Speaking of heroes, you can switch between the 6 main characters on the fly. Changing between them in combat does offer some variety, but a couple of them have weapons that just aren't fun to use. Kongu and Nuparu are my 2 favorites, and their weapons are fun to use. Kongu has a shotgun-like bowcaster, and Nuparu has those tactical nuke balls which are just ridiculous. Not surprisingly, the story in this game is almost non-existent. The cutscenes are nothing more than humorous quips to bookend levels. But surprisingly, the music in Heroes is actually really good. The stage completion music is catchy, and some of the level tunes are seriously metal. And the visuals, while nothing special, are decent for a 2006 Traveler's Tales title. The frame rate will occasionally dip when you have a lot of explosions and pieces flying all over the screen, but for the most part it hovers around 60 frames per second or so most of the time. Even with the repetitive level design, Bionicle Heroes can be a fun game when played in short bursts. Once I got used to the wonky controls, shooting at enemies with my fully upgraded heroes was absolutely absurd, with explosions and pieces flying all over the screen, which to me is enjoyable. With that said, you aren't really missing anything if you don't play this game. If you enjoyed this review, please feel free to like it and maybe subscribe for more 5-minute reviews in the future. Thanks guys!